Hey y'all, and good morning. Happy Saturday to everybody. We got a few people up in here. Hey James, good morning. Happy Saturday. James said hello to the world's prettiest lady. How are you doing? I am fine. I'm blessed, highly favored. Glad to be here. Glad to have woke up, and thank you so much for the compliments. Shout out to James Howard. Y'all know he's the world's handsomest man. But thank you so much for the compliment. I want to say happy Saturday to everybody that might tap on to this live stream, might catch the replay. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up, guys. Hit the thumbs up. If you're not familiar with the friend zone, you already know this. You up in here, okay? And this the only zone where you're gonna get it real raw and you're gonna get it respectful. You're gonna get it uncut. Uh, you ain't gonna get no lies. You ain't gonna get no fluff and all of that other stuff that, some people like to do. But thank y'all so much for tapping in. Okay, make sure that you subscribe and set your notifications. By that I mean tap that bell, set them up so that you won't miss any time that we happen to go live, or if I upload a video or anything of that nature. Let me carry on, y'all. So, um, check this, y'all. I want y'all to check this out. Okay, I want to kind of give everybody time to get up in here, come on up in the house. Them scammers start early. They start early. You hear me? They start early. Yes, they do. So, like I was saying, I want all of y'all to come on up in the house because we are taking a pit stop of sorts for a moment. We're taking a pit stop, okay? Uh, now, y'all already know, okay, what we would literally be talking about over here. But today, we're taking a kind of, we're going to stop by something. I do, I want to talk about it for a minute. Um, it's kind of heart wrenching, okay, for lack of a better word. It's kind of, you know, it's serious. I want to talk about a subscriber did refer me to this video. They asked me to look into it and state my opinion and stuff. Talk about it for a minute, and I want to do that. Okay, I want to do that, and then if we have time, we'll get back into our regularly scheduled program. All right, but I want to tell y'all first and foremost, boom. Y'all know this. We living in a crazy world, right? We living in a world where what we see online, it doesn't always match reality or what's going on behind closed doors. Now, if you check the description out, okay, for anybody, skim through it, read it, okay, in grave detail. You see the thumbnail, okay, and you also see the title. All right, so y'all know what we're getting ready to touch on for a minute. Um, I want to say this, that there is not just content creators, okay, but people in life, period. They curate their lives. They exaggerate. They lie. Okay. They, especially right here on social media, they exaggerate. They beef it up. They lie about it. They create stories that ain't even true. And a lot of that stuff, most of it, is easy to believe. Okay, it's easy to believe because you might be seeing maybe lives. You might hear story times that ain't even true. Hold on, y'all. I'll catch you. Talking. Okay, y'all. So, like I was saying, people do. Okay, they do. They tell a whole bunch of lies. A lot of times we say that it might be delusion. It might be it might be, where they're scamming, or, because you can scam. You can scam even with a lie. You can scam making like you this, that, and the third, but then when somebody catch you at Walmart, it ain't even what they seen. On that live or on that video that you put up, it ain't even like that. Okay, they just not real at all. But so today, that's literally what I wanted to talk to y'all about. Okay, I wanted to talk to y'all about how it is so easy to believe those shenanigans. How it's so easy to believe that bullshit's not easy. Okay, we're gonna break down the difference, y'all, between these online personas and real life stories. We're going to uncover some lies. We're going to uncover and or talk about delusions, contradictions, holes, okay? We're going to talk about that because what people tend to put up, as y'all already know, with the current commentary, the current things that y'all are seeing, we all done figured it out. Okay, we all at this point what it is, what people watching, we all know. Okay, but we're gonna talk about what happens when those contradictions, when it turns into a reality collide. We're going to talk about all of that stuff. So what I want y'all to do is just stick around, because some of the stuff that y'all about to hear, it might surprise you. Okay, it might surprise you. So just know this, that today's conversation is gonna kind of be heavy. And no, I have not done all of the research that I wanted to do on it, but this is like my opinion. Is not any accusations towards anybody. It's just commentary, but it's about public information. It's about documented speculations, okay, documented inconsistencies that has been shared online, that people have seen and that people are asking questions about. Okay, they are talking and they're asking questions about the things that they heard and the things that they seen. Okay, because sometimes, y'all, what looks beautiful online, it's really hiding something much darker offline or behind closed doors. So we're going to talk about that. And I want y'all to know that the conversation and the person that we're talking about, it was rest in peace to Tyrone Davis. Now, Tyrone Davis, he was known online as Stepdaddy Dro. Okay, he that's on Instagram. I think it's like what is it? Stepdaddy Dro. You'll find it. Stepdaddy Dro. I believe it's Stepdaddy underscore Dro, something like that. But his name was Tyrone Davis. So on Instagram, you'll find it if you've not already seen a couple of videos surrounding this story. Okay, now Tyrone, he tragically passed away on December the 25th, on Christmas Day. He was on vacation with his girlfriend in Florida. He was on vacation, okay? Now, this was a holiday trip. This was a holiday trip. It should have been joyful, okay? They're a couple, and based on what you see online, I mean, you see a lot of, lives and relationship statuses and things like that, and happiness, basically. All right. But people they don't know, what's going on behind closed doors. It's and being that this tragedy happened, it's a lot of inconsistencies. It's a lot of stories being told. Okay, but never mind jumping into the story before we even get there. Let me just go ahead and lay out some of the details. Okay, some of the details that I I read up on. Okay. Now, like I've already told y'all, he was a content creator. He showcased his relationship and his lifestyle. He did die tragically. Okay. He was taken to the hospital. He was admitted into the hospital under the name of John Doe. Okay. Because I guess he didn't have any identification on him at the time. This, that, and the third. Okay. Now they was at a cabin, I believe, and they got into an argument. The hospital, they said that his death was caused by a hard hit on the head. Okay, a hard hit in the back of his head. Um, you know how they would say blunt force trauma. Okay, boom, blunt force trauma. Y'all know it had to be something hard. Something hard had to hit him in the front, in the top of his head, back of his head, or wherever, right? But check this, right? So he was found unresponsive under a bridge. Okay. Now the girlfriend, which her name, she's called Lulu. She's the girlfriend, and if you guys went to Instagram, you would see him and you would see his girlfriend in his uploads, his lives. Okay, so that's Lulu. Now, check this. The girlfriend, she done told different stories. Okay, one of her stories, she said that he fell. Another story, she said that he jumped out of a moving car, and that moving car was going 25 miles an hour. Okay, and it's not, the stories is not making, it's not adding up. That jumping out of a moving car, and it only, that does not add up with blunt force trauma. No, no ma'am. And then why, if you was going to keep it there, I mean, you're gonna keep it there. But then she switched the story and said, that he fell and bumped his head. You know what I'm saying? It was, and so it's almost like the stories changing. You know what I'm saying? If you watch First 48 and people be changing their stories when they be in that interrogation room, it be going back and forth and this, that, and the third. Okay, it just not making sense to me. Okay, like I said, y'all, this is my opinion. Okay, so, but I'm giving you guys the facts. All right, I'm giving y'all the facts, and I'm also giving you what I think. Okay, now, even when he was unresponsive, he was found unresponsive, and the doctors then came up with their conclusions and stuff because he was brain dead. And do y'all know that the girlfriend, she didn't even call the family? The girlfriend didn't call the family. The hospital had to call the family. The hospital. And that's another question. That's another, that's suspicious right there. Because on Instagram, we're seeing a loving couple. We're seeing cakes. We seeing, we dressed up like we living up there in the White House. I mean, this is, y'all know, it's this big thing about how everybody want to, be a celebrity status. Everybody, not Tater. No, not her. Okay. And I mean, but they live like it. They show it. You know what I'm saying? I guess they really making the income or however they doing it. So they're showing this stuff online like that's how it is. But behind closed doors, it's a whole nother story. It's just like what was his name? Duchess, the guy who, hey Sherilyn, good morning, happy Saturday. The guy who he shot and unalived his wife, and it was online, but she was and this was what, about 3-4 months ago. He did that online, but he was talking about witchcraft. She had put a root on him, and she was also, he was saying that she had gave him a disease, and you know what I'm saying, he was having financial problems because of the witchcraft, because of the root and all kind of stuff like that. But at the end of the day, he unalived her, okay, on live. So it's just a whole bunch of couples, a whole bunch of online couples. They literally lose their life, behind closed doors. It'd be a whole different situation period, point blank, it'd be a whole different situation. And this right here, this case that we're talking about, it's no different. It's no different, y'all. So, like I was saying, Lulu said that they got into an argument. Okay. And she said, hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Okay. So, um, Lulu said that they got into an argument. Okay. And, she said that she let him out in Gainesville, Florida. That was another, story. It just was a whole lot of different stuff, a whole lot of different stories, a whole lot of loopholes, a whole lot of inconsistencies. And these inconsistencies, they actually um, made people question, what really happened. Made people question, okay? That holiday trip, okay? That holiday trip, y'all, like I said before, should have been a happy time. But that holiday trip, it ended in the loss of someone's life, okay? Now, let's talk about why people asking questions out here, okay? Why people is like raising their eyebrows. Why so many different stories, okay? Why is that? Because it's not, no one is understanding, no one is understanding what caused the accident. Why was you, was you arguing? Okay, you was arguing. See, to me, it's like, to me, and this is my opinion, because there is a change in story, I think it's something to hide, because a person would not, say this and then change their story and say this. And, like I said, if y'all done never watched First 4800, by the time them doggone detectives get through grilling them, the truth be done came out. And it's no different in this case. The truth gonna come out, because everything that happens in the dark, it do come to the light, okay? It does come to the light. Now, like I said, this is my opinion, this is commentary, but we are I am basing this on what I've seen online, what I've seen people say, or what I've seen people upload, what I've heard. There was a family friend, no, the aunt, alleged aunt. She went live, and she was actually talking about the inconsistencies, and she was talking about, things that she just didn't understand. She didn't understand what had happened. You know what I'm saying? So she was talking to Lulu. If you guys seen that, what was her name? Latasha. Okay, so we on a thank you so much for your question, but we're talking about something else. Well, when we have a live for that, then you can come in with your questions, okay? We can come in with your questions, but we're not talking about that right now. Okay? So those guys, like I was saying, is it's all of the details on what happened on this trip with Tyrone and Lulu. Okay, I don't know her real name, but Natasha Davis is the name of the alleged aunt. Okay, now she went live on Facebook. She was giving her opinion about why he was admitted into the hospital as a John Doe. But I'm saying to that because he had no ID. Okay, like I said, I don't know I haven't done a lot of extensive research, but one thing for certain and two things for sure, it is, it's something there that's not being spoke about. It's something to hide from whoever's part. It's something to hide, okay? Because his injuries did not add up to falling out no car. His injuries did not add up to being brain dead. It didn't add up to bumping your head, so it's just things to hide. It's like I said, it's a lot of different stories being told by the girlfriend, which she was the only one that was with him. He was found up under that bridge. Like I said, the girlfriend didn't call she didn't call the family. Okay, the hospital had to call the family. So that in itself, it says a lot to me. Okay, that in itself, it says a lot. And so my question to you guys is like, what do y'all think happened? If you've heard of this story, you've seen other videos on this story, what you think happened? You know, leave a comment in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because everybody got questions at this point, because it's just not making sense to me. It's just not. It's just not making sense to me. It's not adding up to me. Um, the silence, y'all. I want to say something else about that. Okay, I know we was talking about why people out here is asking questions. Okay, um, and I think because multiple explanations has been going around about what happened at night. And you know how I told y'all only their girlfriend knows what happened at night, and God, of course, they're the only two that knows what really happened. He lost his life on Christmas Day, okay? And this was a content creator, okay, who literally made content around his relationship and his life. But let me say this. Now, I did see a video where he was specifically talking about dealing with somebody. He asked his audience, how do you deal with somebody that just tells a lot of damn lies? Over and just tell lies. Do y'all know? I watched that and he was saying, he said, they just lie for no reason. They just tell lie after lie after lie. He was like, but you might have been with this person for a while and you attached to them, and you got feelings for this person, and but they do tell lies, but I just felt like he was talking about her. To be honest with y'all, I felt like he was talking about her. Listening to him talk, because in general, you wouldn't say all the stuff that he was saying. You would not say, I mean, you attached to this person. You just wouldn't go into as much detail as he went into about being with a compulsive liar. It would not be. It would not. You would not go into that much detail. And y'all know I do pay attention to detail, and I listens. Okay, and I believe, in my opinion, he was talking about her. I think that was a toxic relationship. And I think that what they were showing online, what they were showing on Instagram, all of that was for show. All of that was just for show. Like most couples, they want to be the Black Marilyn Monroe. They want to be, and these men, like Mr. Trump over there, he ain't even got it. He don't even know how to. He cannot do that. I'm sorry. He cannot stand in front of a camera. He cannot get it popping. No, sir. That's not your lane. Go back to the block, wherever you. No, stay on that. Okay. Even Tot, that ain't for her either. Because to be out here since 2017, like, I mean, you would know. You know what I'm saying? You really would be. Y'all know what I'm saying. That's not her lane either. But so yeah, I think that when he was talking, I think a lot of times he was talking about her. I think they was in a toxic relationship too. I mean, if you followed him, I've told y'all before, all you gotta do is just pay attention to a person's body language. Sometimes their body language, it'll tell you a lot. Look at their body language. Look at their eyes. The eyes is the windows to the soul. You look in a person's eyes, you can see if it's negative. You can feel if what they're talking about is negative or positive. Some people don't even know how to look a person in their eyes. They damn tell so many lies, and they know they ain't shit. Okay, they don't even know how to make eye contact. Let's just keep it real, okay? That too. That's a conversation for another day. Wink, wink. But anyway, y'all. So multiple stories and explanations has been going around regarding what happened that night. Okay, I've told y'all that she claimed the girlfriend Lulu. One version was him jumping from a moving vehicle that was going around 25 miles per hour. Then she claimed that he just simply hit his head on the doggone table. It's just too many different stories surrounding how that man passed away and what happened to that man. Okay, what happened to that man, and you was the only one, that was in the car. And then, the things that the family friends and the aunt, things that they've been saying, man, it's like a lot of arrows is pointing your way. I mean, sister girl, I'm just saying, okay? To me, my opinion, it just seems like, it's a lot. It's a lot of it's just a lot, okay? Like I told y'all, an example to back that up is if you followed him and you listened to him, he was talking about their relationship. Okay, a lot of people do that. A lot of people be crying for help, but they frame it in a way, their conversations or whatever. They'll frame it in a way like they don't need help, like for real. I mean, a lot of people. I mean, they do, they do, right? So y'all, check this out. Why is it? This is a question coming from me. Why is that? I mean, I haven't seen, and I did look, but old girl ain't came out. Now you got all of this indirectness and direct coming straight from the aunt and family and people online, people on Facebook. You got a lot of directness and indirectness coming straight at you, and they're asking for details on the consistent details surrounding the what addressed what actually happened. What happened on that night? What happened on that cold December night? Okay, what happened on y'all's trip? Because people are saying, "Nah, he hit his head." No, no, no. It's just like Tatum when she claimed she doggone fell out of her chair. She was drunk, and she appeared with a appeared with a cast on her arm, appeared with a black eye. And we was like, what? You fell out of a chair and that doggone broke your arm? You was drunk. God, I've been drunk plenty of times, and me missing a chair. No, ma'am. Black eye and a broke arm. So, my thing is, yes, people do. They do tell lies. They do make something up to cover up what's really going on because they don't want people to really figure it out. They don't want people to figure it out. That they ain't doing nothing but telling a bunch of doggone lies because they want people to look at them like they really are a YouTube celebrity. And I don't know. This delusion is something else, right? So, like I said, y'all, that girlfriend, she ain't made no statement. She ain't came out. She has not came out. She ain't talked to no. She ain't said anything. She just haven't said anything about what's going on. And to me, that raises more questions, okay? That raises more questions and, giving people something to talk about. People to literally ask about, okay? Because according to the reports, Tyrone was admitted into the hospital under the name John Doe. And I just told y'all it was because he didn't have no identification on him. But if she dropped him off, that shouldn't have happened. If she was the last person that he was with, that shouldn't have happened. How did he end up out the car? That's all we asking. How did he end up out the car, up under the bridge, brain dead? Then he passed away. And you the last person, but you fine. Ain't a hair bent on you. Ain't a hair burnt on you. I don't understand it. Okay, I just don't understand it. So yes, we do. Whatever arrows might be pointing her way, people are raising their eyebrows. They are asking questions because of the inconsistencies, because of all the damn holes in the story, because there's so many versions of the story, and it should not be but one damn version. You was the last person with him. Y'all was on the doggone trip. That's your man. Y'all lived together. Okay, boom. How did he end up out your car? Okay, under that bridge, brain dead. Boom. You can explain. Okay. They'll tell you why they admitted the man in the hospital. They'll tell you that, okay? They'll tell you how they admitted him in the hospital under John Doe. No. Only thing the family's saying with that is he got admitted into the hospital under John Doe because you wasn't with him. Let me answer that. Okay, let me straighten out some of that doggone, the suspicion that the family has. Because she wasn't with him. That's how he ended up. He didn't have no ID on him, and she wasn't with him. If he didn't have no ID, okay, cool. But she still should have been with him, right? Don't that make sense? She should have been with him because he was in the car with her. She said that he jumped out the car. The car was going 25 miles per hour. That's a story. That's another story that she gave. Okay, so boom. If he was with you, you was the last person he was with. Okay, boom. Y'all got in an argument. She said that they was arguing. He told her to let him out. She let him out. Supposedly went to the gas station, which was 5 miles up the street, sat up there for 10 minutes. Boom. Then she seen the ambulances and all the sirens. She seen all of that. Who in the hell ain't gonna doggone? If that was me and my man and we arguing, okay, you want to get out? He talking big junk. I'm talking big junk. Okay, boom, you gets out. First of all, I'm gonna let him know. Okay, go ahead. We in the middle of no damn well. Get on out. Get on out if you want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try my best, like, to keep him in there or whatever. Like what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Okay, boom. So he gets out. Tensions might have been high between them. He end up getting out the car, right? So, but you at the gas station, you see all of these sirens and stuff. Why wouldn't you go down there? Even though y'all was arguing, why wouldn't you go down there to see what's going on? Because you just dropped your man off. Y'all in a town that y'all not familiar with. Okay, it could have been the middle of nowhere. Who knows? But all of this. So why wouldn't you just crank up, go down there, okay, and tell your version of what happened when they found him? No, because it was more, to me, it seems like there was more that might have happened. It seems like there was more that happened because we have the silence, we have the loopholes, we have the Swiss cheese holes, we have all of this stuff going on. It's like, and everybody got questions. No, but I'm just here to say, whatever happens in the dark, it's going to come to the light. I promise you it's going to come to the light. And karma, do not play. Karma does not miss. Karma is going to come back when a person thinks that they done got away with something. Oh, honey, karma be right there. Honey, right when you think that, yeah, life, honey, yeah, I done changed my life. And, child, honey, I don't do this no more and I don't do that, honey. I done seen where people done been on the run for 4-5 years, huh? And boom, here come them alphabet boys or whatever kind of boys knocking on the door and lock them straight on up. They got a new wife, got kids, done started their life over, got a new job, career, done went to school, done earned the degree, everything, just done started their life over with, okay? Period, y'all. So it's no different in this case, but I did want to cover it because it don't make no sense. It really don't. It don't make no sense. Sometimes you can be with a partner and that partner, child, honey, you don't even know you sleeping with the enemy. She, who, whatever. They could be so damn jealous because you got motion and they don't. For real, for real. They could be jealous and you don't even know that they jealous. Okay? Because let's just use the scenario of you making content. You got a couples channel, but you always want the camera on you. You are always in the camera. And the people clicking on to see you. People ain't clicking on to see, you know what I'm saying, they clicking on to see your better half. They ain't clicking on to see you. Kind of about like Tot. A lot of people, they be wanting to see Mr. Trump. Okay? Okay, they be wanting to see, get their last off of him. Because Mr. Trump, he just as much as, man, honey, boy, I'm telling you. But, it's her delusion and what she going through that makes her think that people clicking in to see her. At this point, ain't nobody clicking in to see you because they done already seen you. Ain't gonna do, you ain't doing nothing different. You ain't doing nothing special, nothing. They just really clicking in to see the shameless, okay? The high shameless, like for real. Because, it sometimes it's comical, okay? Because we all know that's the clown of YouTube. But anyway, y'all. So we're talking about online image versus real life. This is where the bigger conversation happens. This is where the serious conversation happens. Because social media, they give us highlights. They give us reels. They give us vacation reels, vacation smiles. They give us luxury. They content creators, they give us love, especially them couples. They give us love, but they don't give us the truth. See, they don't give us what happens behind closed doors. Because what happens behind closed doors, it's not gonna match up with what they putting up online for everybody to see. Point blank. Period. There's too many. There is too many, especially. There's a lot on TikTok, okay? There's been TikTok fatalities, the couples, it's been fatalities over there, and that's why I can sit here and I can talk about it, period, point blank, okay? Boom. But The visuals that these people put up, the visuals, they grand. Sometimes they be so doggone grand and big that the red flags, they often get ignored. Okay? And or sometimes they just don't want y'all to know about what's going on behind closed doors. Okay? See, this is not something that I've seen for the first time. Okay? When we talk about the online world has watched a content creator pass away up under troubling circumstances that was involving somebody close to them. And this done happened plenty of times on different platforms, not just YouTube, okay? We just talked about that. I have seen cases where though relationships might have looked perfect online, but behind the scenes, when they're not recording, okay, that control, the conflict, jealousy, or instability, oh, it exists. It exists. And the toxicity, it happens. You're not going to see it. But by the time the truth surfaces, by the time the truth comes to light, because you know everything that happens in the dark, y'all, comes to the light, okay? And by the time that truth comes to light, a lot of times it's too damn late. A lot of times it's too late. And so we're talking about why this might matter. Okay? Why it might matter. See, with my commentary, I'm not pointing fingers. It's not about pointing fingers. It's not about playing the blame game. Okay? It's not about that. It's about awareness. Because people out there need to be aware. They need to be aware about those red flags. They need to be in a good understanding that silence can speak. Inconsistencies do matter. Image is not evidence of safety, y'all. It's not evidence of safety, okay? Love shown online, that's not proof that there's peace at home. Just because they showing that they in love, that don't mean that it's okay. Everything is goody goody at home. That don't mean it's that ship that over there is ran right. No, come on now. I mean, TikTok show. Look at all them doggone mothers. Look at all them bad mothers over there. Them neglectful, them shameful mothers. Come on now. I'm just saying. But then they want, previously, because now, child, now, some of them, they show the nastiness, the roaches, the rats. They show all of that. And all it is, that's, the environment is bad for the children. But as far as these couples, these couples, okay, what they put up? They want to put up like they Jade and Will. They want to put up like, they're a celebrity for damn real. And not. No, and when they're not recording. Y'all heard Duchess before he blew his wife's doggone, blew her to kingdom come. What he was talking about? Witchcraft. Say she had a doggone a root on him. Huh? Look what Glorilla said in her song. I ain't have to voodoo him with spaghetti. Didn't she say it? It's real. Didn't I just cover? Didn't I cover alive on witchcraft? Didn't I cover alive on putting a root on somebody just because they don't want to be with you no more? Didn't I cover it out? It's real. Okay? We're not here to talk about witchcraft, but we are here to talk about things that make sense, things that do happen in this world. We're here to bring awareness to people, to bring awareness, pure point blank, that the lies and inconsistencies, they do matter. That just because somebody put up a picture, like I done told y'all before, what? Say who now? Oh, just because she put up a picture, her butt in some tight jeans, that means that what? Her butt clean, it smell like strawberries. Come on now. F up out of here. Just because she put up a picture in it. Say who? Oh, she putting up a picture where she is just happy-go-lucky. And words. Oh, y'all know I was living my best life. Oh, for real. Well, I didn't know it was living your best life if you didn't had a doggone ninja who slept with a 10-year-old baby. I didn't know that was living your best life. I didn't know it was living your best life when you walk in the sunshine state, looking like the black nun. I didn't know that was living your best life either, begging for doggone oxtails. I didn't know, But yet still, when you was on the up and up, homeless man asked for a combo, KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken asked for a combo, got cussed out like a dog. And then on your lie, oh, I wish I would get that MF for $10. Oh, for real. See how it came back to doggone bite you? See how it boomerangs? Now who's in the effed up situation? You did all of that doggone talk when you was making $5,000 a month from YouTube. And a homeless man asked you for something to eat. See, you could have been entertaining an angel. Yeah, remember that. But these new people want to come at Brassy like, oh, Brassy just be talking. Oh, Brassy this and yeah, like I'm lying. Nah, Brassy ain't giving nobody no lies. Y'all tap in, honey, because I'm just saying. Y'all tap in, because y'all know what to do over here in the zone. Okay, my message is to viewers. Okay, if something does not sit right in your spirit, it's okay to question it. It's okay. All right. If somebody's story keeps changing, no, it's okay, y'all, to pause and wait for the facts. It's okay to dig too. It's okay to now wait a minute. Let's see. Go back now. It's okay to play the detective. They don't care about telling them big old lies. It's okay to doggone ask. And you said what? Wait a minute. Now, girl, honey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay? So the bottom line is like, if you see red flags in your own life, your own relationship and stuff, no, don't ignore them just because things might look good on the outside. Y'all know I talked about that too. Oh, you mean to tell me? Okay, y'all, listen. You mean to tell me that you stand with Johnny, right? You stand with Johnny because Johnny might have green eyes and good hair. But Johnny's doggone background report says that he literally raped, okay? He doggone went and did time. Y'all know this, hypothetically speaking. Johnny did time. A child crime. He was a predator. He was a pedophile. He was a chimo. But you with him for 6 years. I'm just saying. Now that's the truth, y'all. Okay? That's the truth. I mean, if we was talking right now, we not. But if we was talking about Tot, that fits Tot. That fits Tot and Kendall Stone. Come on, let's talk about it. I'm just saying. That fits Tot. So that's why, boom, that's why Brazzy comes through. And I come through hard with my commentary because it is what it is. These are documented facts. These are not facts that's undocumented. This ain't stuff that I'm just saying. Tot was with Kendall Stone for years. Kendall Stone did go and do prison time. Kendall Stone did doggone lay down with a 10-year-old little girl, period, point blank. Who's lying there? Who's lying there? So when oh, yeah, I've been out here since 2017. Oh, you was? Well, I only been out here for what, 2? I'm just saying, girl. I'm just saying. But I'm better than you because, I'm superior. Oh, no. Hold up. Let's pump the brakes, baby. That don't make you better than me, boo-boo. You're not going to find nothing in black and white where I literally upped or upped. Okay? S and F. No, you ain't gonna find no background report of me, okay, beating up old people. You ain't gonna find nobody that can tell a story of me pissing on towels. You ain't gonna find nobody that can tell a story of me going down to the doggone all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet and putting that food in my pocketbook and then storing it in a hotel room, okay, with no air conditioning. Let's get into it, y'all, okay? Since Brazzy do too much. I told y'all hoes I do too much because y'all ain't doing enough, period, point blank. Now, like I was saying, y'all, my thoughts over here in the friend zone, just like I did with Carl. R.I.P. to Carl again. When I told y'all, let's give Carl a moment of silence, y'all. We finna give the same respect to Tyrone Davis's family, friends, everybody that loved him. We giving them a moment of silence. We giving them condolences, our thoughts, our condolences. It goes out to his family. Yes, his life was lost. And that alone, it deserves big respect and truth. Yeah. We should allow the facts to come out in a proper time. Right? Come out in a proper time. But we should also learn from the patterns that we keep seeing, because those patterns will keep somebody else. Maybe. Okay, them patterns can potentially keep somebody else from going through it. Okay, when some young girl, she with him, he manipulating her. He manipulating her, but maybe she'll hear or see somebody else's story, and it might open her mind up a little bit. It really might help. It really might prevent. It might, for real. Okay? Because social media, it can hide a lot. But eventually, the truth always suffers. It always suffers, not suffers, but surfaces. So, we would want for someone that might be going through a tumultuous, toxic relationship, okay? And you just making like for IG, and for your Facebook friends and stuff, you putting on the front, but behind closed doors, you getting your arse beat down. He talking to you like a dog, okay? You looking it. You walking around here. I'm just saying. Social media is a beast, and social media, it hides a lot of things. Point blank. Period. So, I want to say that yes, my thoughts and my condolences, our thoughts and condolences. It does go out to Tyrone Davis's family. Okay, it does go out to his family, and I do. I really do. Um, I really do hope and pray that they get the answers that they are searching for, and that maybe Tyrone gets the justice that he deserves. Okay, that he gets the justice that he deserves, because it's just not right, and a lot of things is just not adding up. It's just not adding up. Now I know, y'all. I really do. I know that we have been doing commentary and stuff on, you know, Tot. But I told y'all we're gonna take a little detour. Okay, we're gonna do things a little different. All right, we're gonna do things a little different this time, y'all. I want to ask some questions from a male's perspective. From a male's perspective, okay, and I want to see if I can get his opinion on some things. Um, So I want y'all, I'm going to put y'all on mute, and I want y'all to get ready, because yes, if you have any questions that you want to ask about things that may have, about anything, okay, go ahead and ask those questions. I will be watching the comments, okay? And I will be calling you guys and answering y'all's, not answering, but asking, reading y'all's comments out for everyone to see, okay? So if you happen to catch this live, come on up in here. Boom, you in the friend zone. This is Kim, aka Deepest in the Beauty. Y'all hold on. Hey, Gary. Gary Lewis said, "Good morning, Kim. How are you? I am fine. I hope you are, Gary. Happy Saturday to you, too. And thank you for tapping in here. What is it? Love the PH. I guess Love the PH had a question. That's been a minute ago. I didn't answer it because we was talking about Tyrone Davis and his death. We was talking about that. Um, but Love the PH. Their question was, what is your thought on age gap? I'm 23 from the USA and my wife is 43 from the Philippines. That's not what he typed, but I'm pretty sure that's what he meant. We have been happily married for 3 years. My thought on it, do you? And congratulations on y'all's happy marriage. Congratulations on that. I mean, 23, 43, I mean, what's that? A 20-year difference? But if y'all good, I mean, that's my thought on it. Because, um, I mean, that's a 20-year difference. I mean, it's okay, but you said happy. You said happily married. See, that's the key word to me. Now, you're asking me my opinion. Everybody might not like my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a 20-year age difference right there. But y'all are happily married. See, Tata, honey, she over there talking about, I'm his senior of 13 years and y'all beast man. Girl, go on somewhere and sit down somewhere. Okay, sit down somewhere. Okay, I done already told you what's up. We know, girl. We know you ain't. We already know. First of all, we know what's up. That he give me what I need. I know. I know. Okay, you the custody. Okay, girl, it's looking like the what you need. He got. And to pay for it. Okay, to cover for it. You give him what he need. Okay, that's what it's. I mean, I'm just putting two and two based on what the background report, what it say. Okay, what it say. So I'm putting two and two together, and I'm coming up with my own alleged opinion. Period. Because she ain't the only one that it happens to. She's not the only tot. Okay, she's just a model. I done said that I don't know how many times. She's just our model over here for the friend zone. Okay, because there's no woman I've never seen a woman of that age and who says I am of this caliber. I've never seen a woman go as hard as she go to cuss out her fan base, her targeted audience that is predominantly women. Okay, she said that out her mouth. So I've never ever seen a content creator go that hard, cussing out her own fans, scamming her own fans. Period. Y'all, we just got through talking about online perception, did we not? We just got through talking about how these content creators be telling a lie. And what we do over here. I mean, and when she tried to do it, come on now. We just uncovered. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. All the way to the apartment that her and Uncle Lawrence showed, with the broke wires, the wires in the bathroom and the tub need to be packed. Come on now. The nasty bando. Yeah, baby. You go from that with pee in the hallway, a dead man across the street, the next building blowing up. You go from that type of environment, crack vials all outside, just all kind of shit, right? You go from that to less than 24 hours. Now you in a mini mansion, but you ain't did a walkthrough of the mini mansion. Get up out of here. That's not making sense, baby. It ain't making sense at all. What it is doing is showing where I ain't making sense. My breakdowns is making more sense because it's based on real life interactions and how real life goes. It does not make sense to go from that. That is a blessing, baby. If God blesses you to literally step in to a mini mansion, from you coming from a morgue, a city morgue who outside the damn earth, you breathing in toxins, and he bless you to move. He bless you to move into a suburb. What? I'm talking about he bless you with immaculate walls. Huh? There is no wires. There is no bathtub needs to be painted. Now you got a full basement. You got a 16 car garage. You good. That's a blessing. But not one time did y'all hear thank you, Jesus. Not one time did y'all, oh, amen. Oh, y'all, I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it. You didn't hear that. No, what y'all seen, and didn't I uncover it? What y'all seen on the day that she debuted the mini mansion. What? I said, y'all look, she don't even blend in with the background. She don't even look like she fits in that house. It just looks like somebody picked her up, set her right there. Okay? Period. Well, it does not even um what is the word? It just does not look right. It's just not matching. The whole image, girl. The whole image. It's looking like you fit better in a bando. You look right sitting in front, in front of one of them cheap Temu backgrounds. You look more. That's your speed. That right there is not your speed. You don't even look right. I promise you, you don't. You know, uh, most content creators like with a new house, a new house with a garage. Uh, you got this full basement. Come on now. I mean, you said you didn't have nowhere to put up your backdrops. Why you don't? And you got a full basement. Make it make sense, baby. Make what you be saying make sense. And then here's another thing, y'all. You got a whole man named Rex. Make it make sense on the day that she moved in there and he came, what took a picture of him putting something up. Now, y'all, why he not there every day? Please make it make sense. This is just not adding up to me. I mean, for one, you come and talk about, you talk about how you got a new house and his name is Rex, and I'm this and I'm that, but you not telling the people this man ain't never bought you nothing, boy. He's never took you nowhere besides crispy country chicken up the street at the gas station, Chuck E. Cheese on his birthday last year. Other than that, you're not talking about how you was bragging on him having unprotected sex and then turned around and, I think he gave me something. And I had to come back and tell you, well, so that's you. Because you opened yourself up for that. You was bragging on it. See how karma don't miss? Huh? You see how karma don't miss? I'm just saying, right? So, it was at that time, the things that y'all are seeing, all this stuff, we just was talking about online persona. We just was talking about deception, delusion. We just was talking about stories, big lies. We just was talking about that. We just went on and on and on about it. It's not making any sense, y'all. It's not making any sense. All these lies, we already know. We just had a live. We just was talking about the homeowners. What are they to do? End up. People like her don't care. They don't care about the next person and what they might go through. Now, whoever's house that is, they stuck with the mortgage. They stuck with the damages that this nasty hag gonna cause. They stuck with all that. Why y'all think he not around? Rex was around any other time. Why y'all think he not around now? Because even he done said, man, she bold. She bold as hell. She bold as hell. That's why he's not around. Come on, y'all. Ain't nobody stupid, baby. Ain't nobody stupid. I just explained to y'all, how do you go from here to there and all of it is in your favor? How you go from negative to all the way up there? Now you at a double positive. Type of person you are. You don't tell the truth. You do not tell the truth about nothing. You don't help nobody else. You're not trying to do any damn thing. Anything that shows that you are a deserving person of that caliber. Okay? I mean, literally. Because, y'all, I ain't got to go on and on and on. Or do I? Because I believe y'all already know. I don't have to do that. I mean, it just, it don't make, it just don't. It don't make any sense to me. And I know Beth be up there like, look at this shit right here. Look at this shit right here. Look at this. Like, come on. And then here we go, another day. How many days gonna go on? How many days is going to go on? Car passed in January. Car passed. He been passed. How long? And all the way from then to now, here it is. It's finna be a whole nother January. When he did pass away, why did he's just her cousin, right? He's just her cousin. She used her platform to tell everybody, oh, we need a flower arrangement for his funeral. And so she was generating cash apps. She was generating money. Then leaned over and whispered in Mr. Trump's ear, whispered in Rack's ear, I got money. Huh? But yet and still, you could hear a mouse piss on a Q-tip. She was so quiet. He didn't get a RIP. He didn't get a conversation about his life. He couldn't walk. He couldn't talk. His birthdays. There's only one video that I found on the Variety channel. Okay, Thanksgiving came through. Thanksgiving came through. There was no talk of him then, y'all. There was no talk of him then. So it's just not, it's just things, even with that, it's not making sense to me. Why is everybody so mute? Mama mute, Raynet mute. Even though Raynet was the POA, Raynet got all that money because Tata had, when he passed away, man, when one day she appeared on her live, I'm talking about just accounting money. Like, what? Who does that? Financially illiterate people, huh? Because that's not content, boo. That is not content. That just shows me that you're financially illiterate. Okay, we already know. This ain't no allegedly. It's from what people done came in my lives and said, honey, they been looking for you. The PPP people, the doggone what's that man? Uncle Sam. He looking for you. Need to pay your taxes on that. You know what I'm saying? At this point, honey, if Trump ain't paying theirs, why should we have to pay doggone taxes? They ain't paying theirs. Ain't nothing happening to her. Shoot. I'm just saying. Okay? So, if we went on, y'all, we could talk about all these tall tales. We could talk about that. We could talk about, why Shaniqua on the visit to go and see Carl. It was her, Raina in the back seat, and Shaniqua was driving. Y'all, where was Mama? Where was Big Mama? Ain't Big Mama, her and Raina supposed to be the matriarchs of the family? Huh? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, y'all. Now Raynette went because Raynette was the POA. Okay? Y'all have never in the history since I have been on YouTube, I've never heard Mama speak Carl's name. I've never heard it. I've never heard Raynette speak his name. Except for on that video she did. There go my Carl. Wait a minute. Hold up. There go your Carl. Who in the hell's son is Carl's? I don't understand this. Somebody, they came into my live and they was like, Kim, Raynette took him out of the facility because he had sores on his butt. And I was like, well, that it just anybody can't take somebody out of a facility. They have to be the POA, which stands for power of attorney. They have to be the ones that has the ability to make medical decisions. I said, so if Raynette took him out of there, then that means Raynette is the power of attorney. And boom, that's why I was able to come back to y'all when she had that money on the bed after Carl passed away. After she sat in the car with BP and was talking about, oh yeah, TT is going to remodel her house. I came back live and I told y'all, I said, boom, there you go. It's my opinion because I put two and two together. I said, Carl just passed away. Boop, that insurance policy probably done hit. That's why you see Tot on that bed counting a bunch of money. Now, where she get that money from? Then, when she was at Raynette's house, I said, oh, she said Raynette was remodeling the house. But it wasn't nothing brand new in there except for the kitchen table. I said, ooh, they ran through that money. All of that, the whole clan. Financially ill, damn literate. Carl didn't get a fair chance from the moment he was conceived, y'all. Period. He never got a fair chance. Now, if it's some of y'all, if it's anybody in here, okay, you don't understand what I'm talking about, let me just go and catch up right quick, girl, honey. See, Carl died last January. 2 weeks before or after, in whatever order, but I know it was 2 weeks. Over on her shorts, when you see the balloon release for Sean, yeah, Sean is another cousin. Sean is the cousin. Supposedly, Carl is the cousin. Y'all stay with me now. Put this together. Supposedly, Carl was the cousin. 2 weeks before or after they they died within each other, right? But Sean got a balloon release. It's right there, y'all. It's right there on her shorts. My question is, why Carl didn't? Carl couldn't walk or talk. Carl ain't never did a thing to a soul because he been in a facility all his life. He couldn't even express his doggone emotions. Huh? Huh? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So boom. Why he didn't get a RIP? Why he didn't get a balloon release, a dove release, a bird release, something? Why he didn't get nothing? He didn't get nothing, y'all. Nothing. And it's been a year and the heifer still ain't addressed his doggone life. She ain't addressed his death. She ain't addressed nothing. The only thing she addressed was the fact that she needed money for flowers, y'all. For flowers for his doggone funeral. And we never seen an obituary. We never seen footage from the funeral. We didn't see nothing, y'all. Only thing, she came live with makeup on and some earrings. I said, y'all, anybody could have damn limped down that hallway and got ready and threw on, because she good for that. She good for throwing on a shirt, right? And then the bottoms, it be something else. Like the other day, y'all didn't catch it. She had on them tie-dye leggings, but she had on that blue flowery shirt. That's what she do. When she stayed, y'all, in that old content I got, when she stayed with Raynette, I used to catch her all the time. She'd have on a whole outfit, y'all. She just to put a shirt on top of it. I promise y'all know I don't give you no fluff. Boom. Literally, I made so much sense with things that I was saying that they didn't have no choice but to file 5 strikes on me to get me up out of here. I'm telling y'all, that's why YouTube vindicated me. I'm telling y'all, I was Flojo out here carrying the torch, baby, and what? And couldn't nobody get it, honey. What? When I say popping my shit, I was popping my shit, because I said it and I meant it. I said everything I've ever said. I literally meant it, girl. Now check this out. My thing is, why was everybody mute? Uncle Roach and them, all the uncles mute. Like that boy didn't exist. He did. He lived you cannot hide him. Like, what's up? What's up? It's making it look like the silence, being quiet like that, it's making it look like you got something to hide, to be honest with you. It's making it look like them rumors, them alleged rumors that people told me. It's making it look like that stuff might be true. That is making it look like that stuff might be true, because did you or did you not have a full-blown relationship with your mama's brother? I don't know. She won't answer me. I keep on asking it. I keep on asking, who was Carl? Who was Carl mama? He's your cousin, right? So that means, because it's only what? Mama and Raynette. Okay, so it's got to be one. If he's your cousin, then it's got to be one of they kids. I'm just saying, if he her cousin, it's got to be one of their kids, right? I'm just saying, y'all. Who was it though? It just ain't making sense to me, y'all. None of this is right. So it's like it's kind of like psychological, okay? It's like psychological, because when we talk about, let's just be real. When we talk about this person, this individual, now I'm finna take it back. I'm gonna take it back, y'all. 2017, this individual was sitting with she was sitting with Bethany. Beloved. A lot of y'all might don't even know how she even affiliated with Bethany. Her and Bethany has the same father. 53, 54, however old she is, years ago. Tot's mama, when she was in her prime, she laid down with Beloved's daddy. And the result was her. Period, point blank. That's the only way she is affiliated with her. Okay? Bethany did. No, sir. Bethany did. Y'all. She asked people to subscribe to her sister's channel. And Bethany blessed her with a lot of her subscribers. They subscribed to her channel, which is how on the variety channel, the first channel, that is how she got the subscribers, approximately 30,000. that is how she got the number of subscribers that she has. Um, as time went on, I think the jealousy and envy of the success of Bethany, it was consuming her. It was revealing its horns. Revealing its ugly head. The demon was coming out. It couldn't be masked. I've told y'all for a long time, you can't. You can only mask and try to hide and cover up. You can only conserve fakeness for so long. It's gonna come out at some point. Okay, if you try to, you can't stand this person, and you really just acting, you being phony because you got an ulterior motive to either use them, try to get them to do something that you want them to do. It's gonna come out. You can't hold that shit in. No, you can't. Um, but that's what happened. It consumed her. And so after so long, her and her mama both, it come out the mama couldn't stand Walt. It come out she couldn't stand Bethany. She talking junk about Bethany. And Bethany didn't start in on her before some of y'all nutty buddies say she did. No ma'am. Bethany didn't start in on her. She started in on Bethany. Honey, so she clout chased so much she went from Bethany to Nate. From Nate to Walt. From Walt and his marriage. She just was jumping all over the place just to get a little bit of doggone clout. She was chasing clout just to get somebody to give her a reaction. Somebody, gave her what she wanted a couple of times, but it sure wasn't Bethany. Okay, it sure wasn't Bethany. Um, so boom. So after that, y'all, she kept on. She was doing stuff to people down there. After she had moved to Florida, y'all know the story about that. How she used Walt, got him to move down there, just used the hell out of him. Okay, Walt. If y'all know the story about that, she down there. It didn't work out. I don't know if she thought that maybe she was gonna move down there. She was going to find her some old rich man, okay, like Anna Nicole Smith. I don't know if that's what she thought, because she had a BBL that bottom shelf BBL that only cost about $2,500. I don't know if that's what she thought. Excuse me, too, by the way. I don't know if that's what she thought, but it did not work out like that, right? It didn't work out like that. So she did so much, okay, with that first channel, the one that Bethany blessed her with. Yeah, YouTube, they snatched that channel. But right after the accusation of old Nate came, she put it out there, said that Nate wanted her. Yeah, she said that Nate wanted her, honey. Put it out there that Nate tried her. Nate wanted to have an affair with her. After that, she lost that channel. Boop. And now rumor has it. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Rumor has it that Bethany had something to do with that. But I digress, because I ain't here to judge that. I'm just saying, allegedly, that's what the streets is saying. Bethany had something to do with that, okay? And if you did, girl, Bethany got big pull. I'm just saying, okay? So after that, y'all, let me tell you, girl. Child, so she tried to, she made another channel, right? She made another channel. Child, she was doing honey, I don't know. But I think, to be real, I believe it was during this time that she was doing so much. It was during this time that she stopped taking her meds. That's what it's giving me. It was given to me because, it was the erratic outbursts she was doing. She was living with Raynette. And it was erratic outbursts. She used to, our pupil, man, it just was given. And the things she was saying and doing, it just showed that maybe she's back down on her luck. It was showing that maybe karma could have been right there, riding shotgun with her. It just was a lot of stuff that she was going through, right? So this happened. The first channel, it went. Now we on the second one. I'll be damned if they didn't snatch that too. But see, now, by the time they snatched the second channel, I'm out here. I'm out here by then, okay? I'm out here. And so, yeah, the first thing that I started talking about was Kenneth Stone. Wow. I said, you mean to tell me all this damn time that everybody been out here with their channels doing content? You mean to tell me that y'all didn't think ain't nobody said a damn thing about Kenneth Stone and that little 10-year-old little girl? You mean to tell me ain't nobody talk about that? Nobody. All this time now. All this time. Because how she said braggingly, I've been having haters for years, ever since 2017. And so I'm saying, you mean to tell me since 2017, nobody ain't said nothing about your ex, and okay, the one she lived with for over 5 years, the one she was driving that white Toyota Corolla down there in Florida, before it was wrecked. Yeah, you mean to tell me didn't nobody talk about that little girl and the fact that you was that little girl's mama's home girl? Nobody? Nobody didn't put, dang. Well, damn, Kim, you on to something. Because that sound like, if that's the damn case, if she was friends with the little girl's mama, damn, was you taking your man around, girl? Was you taking him around to plot on that little girl? Y'all, nobody, you mean to tell me that nobody really, you know what I'm saying? Even though she had already talked about it, but she knew. The fact that she knew, okay, this is me. I don't give a damn if it was 20, 30 years old. The fact that this heifer knew that man, y'all, it's the video out there right on YouTube, right here on YouTube. Was she, this her? Yeah, he was on parole for fucking a 10-year-old. Yeah. Huh? Wait, but that's your man, though. But he still lays up with you. You got videos, thumbnails with him on it. I don't know how many times. Can we talk about that for just a minute now? So that right there was suspect to me. I was scratching my head at that. That fact, the fact that you done had all these you had 30,000 almost subscribers. The fact that you Bethany's half sister. The fact that this shit right here is cuckoo at best. Okay? The fact of all that, girl, since I came, y'all, it was like, when I found out about that and I literally heard the phone conversation, honey, yeah, I done reacted to it. I know at least 3 times. Yeah, let everybody hear it and everything. Just because, people might have didn't know how to get to the channel. Or the video, right? But I do. And so, yeah, I've done that. And I was talking big sugar honey iced tea. Yeah. I was popping my sugar honey ice. How they say popping your shit. I was popping my shit. Okay? Because if we're gonna talk about life, we're gonna be real with it. And my only thing was, okay, well, we're talking about a whole 40 whole big oversized grown man. How you trying to penetrate a little 10-year-old little girl? How you trying to do that, bro? That is not making sense to me, right? And so, of course, y'all had some nutty buddies, and they was like, oh, I wish she stopped talking about Q. I wish she stopped talking about that little girl. I know you the fuck do. I know you wish I stopped, but I'm not. Baby, I'm going to talk about it till the end of time. And you know why? Because there's other little girls who might be going through the same thing. It's other mothers who might be going through the same thing, baby. So why you want me to start talking about it? Huh? What you think, that's the only little girl? Huh? That you think that's the only little girl that's done went through that encounter with a grown man? Huh? We don't know if he forced her or not, but he sure was convicted. Huh? He sure was convicted and sent to prison for it. So we don't know what was happening, because I wasn't there to turn the lights on or off. But they got him. You know what I'm saying? So why you want me to start talking about it? What you think that it ain't some mother out there who might be still emotionally and psychologically going through the memories of that? It might be some daughter that can't have kids to this day because she doggone was forcibly. I'm just saying. Had forcible, hard intercourse with a grown man, and it might have messed up her ovaries. It might have messed up her fallopian tubes or something at the age of 10. Come on now. But I wish she stopped talking about it. I know you do. Because you probably was with a whole pedophile too. A lot of y'all, I'm telling y'all, a lot of them nutty buddies, a lot of them nutty buddies, they are against the real. They're against the real. They're against real talk. Because it makes them uncomfortable. It makes them feel some type of way because they might be going through it, or they have gut feelings right now about that ninja that they with. When they go to work, okay, they side-eye him. Or something might be in them telling him, you might want to doggone take a closer look at him. It might be something telling them that. But you know, if your gut is telling you that, if your spirit is telling you the same thing, baby, you better listen to it. Okay? You better listen to it. Because us women, we got a sixth sense, honey. We got a sixth sense. And a lot of times, if your spirit, okay, is telling you something about somebody, 9 times out of 10 is true. Okay? 9 times out of 10, it is true. So like I was saying, y'all, yes, ma'am. That's what happened. Um, she did. She did. She was. She was with. She was with a pedophile. Okay, she was with the whole pedophile. Um, and this pedophile, she tried to beat him in the heads of so many women. So many women. To be a good man, to be, oh, he cooks and oh, he this, bitch. I wouldn't care if he got on the floor and all fours and washed the floor with a rag and a bowl of water. I wouldn't care. Laying with a little girl, I wouldn't care if he got a scratch off and hit 750,000, 50 million damn dollars. Laying with a little girl, huh? And then can take a picture with a curvaceous woman who got a BBL and big hips and big old tatas. I'm just saying, you do know it was a whole cover up. And really, y'all, to me now, to be with a man and know what he's about, knowing what he went through, knowing what he likes, knowing his fetish, to me, because y'all know I think outside the box. It just says that maybe she might be a weirdo too. You know, over there in the vault. That low lock commentary that I sometimes do that too. Yeah, it tells I have lives where we dwell into things like that. We dive into issues like that because, baby, that might be true. See what the people don't see is that you might got some mental illnesses past the schizophrenia, past the multiple, the, because I've never heard of the diagnosis of that. But what I did hear out of her mouth is that a medical doctor diagnosed her with schizophrenia and bipolar. And so what I'm saying today is that I never heard that. I never ever heard that. And so it might be if you deal with somebody that is like that likes children instead of a woman, but he'll put a picture up with you like, baby, as a woman, I think, y'all, and this is just my opinion, I think she might be just like him. Okay? And that would be for anybody. For anybody. It's a lot of things that I have said before, but a lot of times when you have a woman, okay, and the woman knows this, but she gonna ignore all those facts because, girl, he got curly hair. Ooh, girl, he got a big endowment. Ooh, girl, that, If they can ignore the real, if they can ignore a pedophile, if they can ignore a serial whatever, if they can ignore stuff like that, it says a lot about them. Okay? It says a lot about them. And if a person like that gets support, then it says a lot about the people that's supporting them. That's just my opinion. I mean, it is what it is. Okay? It says a lot about the people that might be supporting them for real. Because, yes, it has been said, like, why would somebody send her money when, no, why would they do that? I mean, and that came from Kenneth's current woman. I don't even know if they still together, but, I called her on the phone, and she was like, well, he heard everything that you was saying. He was sitting right up here in the front, this, that, and the third, and she was asking me different questions, like, I don't understand the whole this, that, and the third, and I wanted to tell her, but I didn't, y'all. I wanted to tell her, girl, to hold this because they just alike. That's all. That's all the hold is. But once I told Ken, I was like, honey, next time she come with that, tell her ain't no motherfucking way unless you was there too. Point blank period. And yes, that worked. That worked. Because after I said that, She backed all the way up. She backed all the way up. Y'all no longer see that pedophile. I cut that out. Y'all has been so much. My talk has been so real. Like I'm shutting things down over there. Bethany will tell you. And for anybody that's done kept up, come on now. My commentary been so like that it's done shut down some of those lies, them stories, um, those tall no, we're gonna view. Okay, you want to put that up? Well, let's view it then. Let's view it and let's talk about it. Because guess what? You're not the only woman. Okay, you ain't the only woman. So we're gonna take what's real with you, and we're gonna apply it. We're gonna apply it out here so that people that's really going through that, they can listen in. Yeah, you really going through something where your daughter might be laid up with your man. You really going through it. I'm just saying, who's in the wrong? Who's in the right with that? Who's in the right? The daughter or the man? Who would be in the right? I mean, obviously, she tried to make it like, he was in the right. She tried to make it like he was in the right as a grown man, and that girl 10. I don't agree with him being in the right, because what can a 10-year-old talk to a grown man, a grown almost 40-year-old man about? Period. So I do not agree with that. I don't care who agree or disagree with me saying that. I don't agree with that at all. Okay? Period. So, yeah, y'all. I did I wanted to talk to y'all about that stuff, because baby, a lot of y'all might not even know. A lot of y'all might not even know the backstory, how she came about, where this mess came about. A lot of y'all might not even know that there was 2 channels. YouTube terminated them. A lot of y'all might not even know. President shut down so much. Y'all, I'm just saying. Boy, honey, if you been here, if you been here, then you know it's been a ride. Okay, it's been a ride. Period. Point blank. But everything, like I have just said, everything, y'all, everything, it's gonna come to the light. Everything is gonna come to the light. There was a time. Um, there was a time when she thought that she was gonna get away with showing the Johns. She thought she was gonna get away with that. No, you guys can't see because YouTube terminated the channel. But she thought she was gonna get away with that, and I exposed her. I exposed her for what it was worth, and like literally, she was doggone putting their body parts up, and none of okay, for real, for real. Well, y'all, let's zone in. Let's zone in, and let's take a look at this from another angle. How about that? She stopped that. Y'all, the whole channel, YouTube said, man, get your ass up out of here. Period, point blank. Because that's really not what YouTube is about. YouTube is not about showing tricks and johns. It is not about you teaching thousands of people how to go out there, literally, and be a prostitute. Do you know what this society is dealing with? Do you know how many parents have missing children out there? And their children, they could be addicted to drugs. And the only way to feed that monkey on their back is through selling their body. Do you know how, somebody, y'all ask her. Okay, y'all ask, what they call her? What they call, well, I'm going to say toot toot, tot tot. I'm finna say toot toot. Something was going through my mind, y'all, at the same time. But the point I'm making is a lot of young women, for her to be so old, she's not teaching the next generation anything. And I just don't. That's another thing that I do not understand. Right now she's teaching everybody how to squat. This platform is not to showcase illegal activities. It's very illegal to squat. It's very illegal. It's very illegal because, allegedly she's squatting. Allegedly she squatted before, and allegedly she squatted before then. So what we're doing is we're breaking down and we're talking about we're analyzing the patterns, and we're talking about the uploads that she uploads. That's all we're doing, and we're turning it into a teaching moment. We're turning it into a documented, a documented series for everybody to look at the things that I point out with my commentary. Look at them, but then look again. Say, wait a minute, and to also take your time and listen. Yeah, we talk about that too. Okay, we talk about that too. So right now, It's no difference, y'all. Hold on, let me heat this up. Y'all hold on. because I am getting older, okay? And life is too short. Ain't nobody got time for that COPD. I ain't got time for no oxygen tanks. I ain't got time for it, okay? Me. So I'm going to, you know, not to say like, oh, I'm just on this health thing and I'm about to be out here running and it's cold as it is and I got on biker shorts and all. No, I ain't finna do all that, okay? But I'm gonna take baby steps, and that's what I did, and I no longer smoke cigarettes, okay? But thank you so much for letting everybody know that. I appreciate that, mix. I no longer smoke. Dre said, you're beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm pretty sure you are too. Mixed Man said, I'm sorry, I can't say anything anymore. You done made me laugh. Have a good day. I mean, it was the truth from you and me. It wasn't nothing but the truth. And thank you so much for coming in here. And you're welcome anytime to come up in the zone. But let me get back to what I was telling y'all, right? See, I want to say this. I want to say this number one, right? Number one. Because it's one thing for sure and two things for certain. Okay? I want everybody to know, because y'all know I had that old block, that group of haters, okay? That group of laughing. Ooh, you out, you gone, ooh, bitch, ooh, bye. Bye, yeah, bitch, we got you. Ooh, YouTube finna take you down, honey, what? YouTube mob boss me, okay? YouTube had me sitting up, like what? Arms crossed, and YouTube was behind me. Them execs, yeah, and they black ties, they suits, yeah. Reverse the termination date. Gave me back my ability to go live. Yeah, I know it's a lot of y'all. I know it's a lot of y'all. Not everybody, but it is some. Okay, and y'all know it. Y'all know for a fact, if you done been here, you know it is some that cannot stand the way I do my commentary. But hey, it is what it is, because it ain't but one way you should do anything, and that's the real way. Okay? That's the real way. And when you are real with it, baby, you're going to knock it out the box every time. Period. You're going to finesse whatever you're doing every time when you keep it real. When you're not faking and fronting and trying to be something that you ain't and lying through whatever you're doing. And so I had that hate. Okay? And if you know anything about YouTube, you know that you don't need but 3 strikes. You get 3 strikes, you up out of here. Okay? Boom. Honey, they gave me 4. 4 strikes. That's y'all. 4. Honey, they 4. It ain't like YouTube got a human team. A team of humans who, can the reports or the strikes come to their desk. No. Bots, y'all. Bots are signal. Bots handle strikes. Them bots handle my strikes, y'all, honey. The keywords is signaled for the bots to take down videos that Tater Tot listed. Y'all look at my community wall. It's over there, every single picture from day one. And it started back in June that just passed, y'all. June 17th was the day that I received my first false strike. And I ain't do nothing. I was going to let it go. Honey, what 2 came? I said, damn. Then another came. Y'all, it was like in 2 and 3 days. I was getting them back to back. They didn't let time go by. Man, they had it out for me so bad, y'all. When you get a strike, it expires in 90 days. They didn't give no damn 90 days. No, they put them in within days of each other, y'all. Within days. I'm telling y'all now, like, damn. I said, hold up, because I don't know everything about YouTube, but I do know. Oh, yeah. I do know that when you hit Team YouTube, oh, yeah, and that's over on Twitter, when you hit that, and you all going to attach this and attach that, and that's what I did. I done explained that to y'all. I kept y'all in the loop. For anybody that wanted to know that, know about the confusion, had questions, I kept y'all in the loop from day one. Okay, I put it down. Honey, they told me, what? Oh, you since they claim that you did this and you did that and you be doing this, they done put in 4 strikes on you. Well, hell, you do know they got to take you to court, right? I didn't know that. I did not know that. I was like, what? Court? Honey, let me run down here to Marshall's. And did. Honey, I said, I am ready. I was ready, y'all. I ain't buy me no briefcase. I ain't buy nothing because, they're a little high. But, honey, I even came back on my live and I was like, I know good and well y'all ain't about to make me take this blazer back and these heels back because I'm ready. What? Child, goodbye. What? Shut it down. Even Tater Tot, y'all, in the time that YouTube took my ability to go live, I was like, okay, I done been out here long enough. I ain't the best with my editing, but I have learned from other channels. You know what I'm saying? I done learned from other channels and subscriptions that I pay for. I done learned. So boom, I started making videos. Girl, you can't stop the message. Because that was my quote, y'all. When y'all hear Tater Tot say, what's for me is for me, that bitch took that from me. She took that. She stole that quote, the hashtag each one teach one. She stole that. It's been quotes that I say that she made like she came up with. And I'd be like, wow. But you told everybody that I was obsessed with you. I was your number one obsessor. Now it's looking like, boo, there is no way that me as a guru and a legend that I would steal from a chick that I say, for one, you say, what she say about me, y'all? She say I'm ugly. She say I'm ugly. But what Monty just say, you beautiful. What James Howard say, ooh, how you gorgeous. Every time I go out, I've been hearing it as whatever my age is, I've been hearing it all my life. Y'all know that didn't ruffle no kind of feathers. Because, girl, there ain't no picture that somebody can put up with boogers all around my nose. There is no picture that somebody can put up where my kitchen is nappy. I got beady beads all in my head, but I'm coming live. And then she want, yo, cam, you want him, people want him cam up. Bitch, you need to cam down. I keep telling you, cam down, cam sideways, cam on your back, your knees. I don't know, but cam something. But you don't need to cam up. You don't need to cam up. We're going to get off of that, y'all, okay? Because y'all know Honey President put it in third gear. What? And be ready for fourth in a minute. I'm just saying. No. I'm not going to let that, I ain't going to get away from the topic at hand. See, what y'all see is a bunch of deflection coming from her. She's deflecting. Girl, nobody want to talk about them greens. We done seen, girl, we know you nasty. You got a whole bunch of gnats flying around, okay? Plus you's alleged squatter. What, your cat caught a live rat on live, boo, and you ain't took that cat to get now damn shot. Girl, they even sell 7-in-1s. How about that? You ain't got to take your doggone cat to the vet. They sell them. Okay, you just got to know where to go and get them. Okay? Now, you think your op would tell you that? You think your op would put you up on game about the style of lashes that you wear, girl? You think your op, I'm trying to tell you, boo. That's why I literally let everybody know, y'all. And that commentary that's over there in the vault that's locked up, y'all, I literally, and I wasn't even dragging her, roasting her, nothing. I was just keeping it real. Girl, let me tell you something. You got all these people. Hold up. Before I tell hey, best friend. Hey, Tina Livingston. Tina said, hey, best friend, I'm here listening. I remember this one. How she calling someone ugly with all those dents in her face. Girl, not only the dents. How you calling somebody ugly and you use filters? Girl, I don't have to use no filter. Honey, I got all these platforms I got. And my face on all the platforms. If she don't get on up out of here, if she don't go somewhere and sit down, and we talk about, Tina talking about dents, but damn a dent. Because we done seen the dents ever since 2017. Ever since she came out here, we done seen the dents, okay? No, we done seen the dents. But let's talk about the interview. See, we know about the visuals, but we heard a her ex, Derek, the mystery man. What he say? Oh, well, she ran down there to the Dominican Republic and got that cheap BBL that you can't even find them doggone surgeons on the website. That'll tell you about lawsuits and deaths and all this, that, and the third. Yeah, she didn't do no research because she was doggone so raring to get her butt plumped because she thought she was going to get her a rich man that was going to secure the rest of her life. No, what you do, you have to sit. You got to sit in a squeakinator. You got to sit in a car. You got to sit with Johns. You got to sell, You got to sell whatever you sell. Okay, you got to sell whatever you sell to survive out here. See, it's some women, ain't nobody sucking and ucking for nothing. It's some women that know how to get out there and get it, boo. Okay? I keep telling y'all, Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Okay, it's some women that do that, that got that mentality. Now, when we talk about tot tot, let's get this out there. Tot tot is our motto, but it's a lot of tot tots. It's a lot of tot tots because this is a big world, as she say. And I'm talking about we got tot tots in whole different continents, okay? We got tot tots in cities, states, continents, little suburban, whatever. Okay, so we use tot tot as our model because literally whatever the brass is sitting up talking about, whatever message I'm trying to get out there, she fit the bill. Period, point blank, she fit the bill. All right. Now when like Tina was talking about them dents in her face, no, we ain't gonna talk about the dents. We ain't gonna talk about the teeth that almost fell in 3 dreads lap. We ain't gonna talk about the beady beads. Nope, we ain't gonna talk about we ain't gonna talk about the peeling nostrils, okay? That people is out here saying is residue. We're not gonna talk about the fact that you can't be no celebrity, boo. Okay, you can't be no celebrity when you wearing your feelings on your sleeve, baby. It's on your big forehead, okay? That you jealous of Bethany, which is the half sister. And I just got through. If you was in here listening and you caught the replay or you catch the replay, we just got through talking about the jealousy of Bethany. We just got through talking about how the mama was so jealous, huh? So jealous that you ain't do nothing. What she set up on her video right here on YouTube and say, y'all keep telling her that laying on your back ain't no career. What? Who mama out here doing that? Who mama out here doing that? Do we gotta open that can of worms? I ain't think so. I ain't think so. So when she say that, she ain't ruffling no feathers. We ain't got to talk about that girl because you showing what it is. When she used that term ugly, that ain't nothing, y'all, but deflection. Okay, that's deflection, period, and projection. She's really talking about herself because when you have a spirit that's ugly, everything on the outside is also ugly. And I don't care how tight your jeans is. That's an illusion because what matters is how you are as a person. That's what matters. And clearly, Tot Tot is at the bottom of the totem pole. Tot Tot is literally surviving and doing whatever she can. Okay? Doing whatever she can. Tot Tot ain't got nothing going on for her. Tot Tot can't push nothing across the table. Tot Tot got to take ownership of somebody else's property, allegedly. But let her tell it, got all these options and all these men wrapped around the mall. Got all my boyfriends is right here in Milwaukee. Say what? Huh? 3 dreads saw a big old New York size rat. And still made her live in that attic. What? With a whole family of rats up under that doggone dresser. Let's get up. Come on now. Let's get into it, y'all. Yeah, Tina living at the bottom of the barrel. Okay? Bottom of the barrel, bottom of the car, bottom of your shoe. She can what? Bottom of your shoe. And to see what I'm literally showcasing right now. What I'm talking about right now, okay, is the false strikes. Is the false strikes. Okay? Ain't nobody worried about no 1, 2K. Baby, that's all you gonna get. That's the same people clicking on. What matters to me though, what matters to me, I don't give a damn if I didn't get but 1 or 2 clicks. That message still out there. That message is still out there. That you was with a whole pedophile that laid down and popped that baby's cherry. Yeah, and Tot Tot was friends with that baby's mamas. That baby's mama. She was friends with her. And you still ended back up with that chemo after he got out. Now that's important for people to know. It's also important for people to know about them false strikes that boop, you put your John Henry on. That's important too. But say I'm jealous. Say everybody jealous. Say I'm your number one op. Huh? It's looking like you my number one op. It's looking like you jealous of the friend zone. See, you only getting the clicks because Tot Tot has to go live for 12 minutes. She got to go live every hour. See, Tot Tot, to be real with y'all, she don't have no morals and values about her. Okay? About herself. She has to do all that. And yes, people gonna click in and they're looking because it's like, dang, how can I mean, what's that's how you value yourself? Where your self worth at? I thought you said you was this and that. I thought this and that. See, if you are a content creator and you are worth something, you will really be you'll be checking for people like Be Love over there, checking for people. Be Love putting it down, huh? Like she tried to put you down in 2017. That's how you got the 30,000 subscribers approximately. Girl, get on up out of here. You think YouTube would you generating income like that for them? You was working for YouTube, but at the same time, you making this platform look like a can of oil, huh? Like a can of oil. You making this platform look like a doggone toilet that need to be flushed. What? That's why they done doggone remove them channels for you. Man, Tata is not doing nothing. But yes, we're going to talk about it. I know some people think, oh, I wish she started talking about kid. Nah, well, you keep on wishing. Wish on a damn star while you wishing. Because, no, I'm going to forever talk about it. Yeah, because it's still going on in some households. Yeah, y'all seen the movie Precious. Yeah, y'all seen the end of the credits. What it say? This movie goes out to all the preciouses of the world. And so does the friend zone and the messages that we doggone put out here for the community. All my messages go to the people that's going through whatever it is that we might be talking about. Y'all hold on. Let's get back into it, y'all. People. You got these people fooled. Girl, it's like this. Let me tell you about you right quick. Let me tell you about your child and how you trying to do it. Because I'm real like that. And I can, how they say, a person who has discernment, they literally can sniff out. It's women out here. I have been through domestic violence. I can sniff out a man beater. I can see the way he walk, the way he look. I can see it. And it's a lot of women like that. And with her, some people can sniff out when a person is lying. I got that doggone. I got that ability. I know when somebody doggone shooting game to me. Okay? Period, point blank. I know when the doggone ninja trying to holler and he keeping it real, he trying to give me the game versus shooting the game. Okay? It's a difference, y'all. She be doggone trying to shoot the game to her supporters. People that has literally sent her money. And when I say deflection, y'all, when I say deflection, that's what she's doing. Because every time that I come live, don't I talk about Carl? Girl, who was he? Why you got this whole platform and you scared to say who he really was? Who was his mama? All we know is that he your cousin. We know Queen D is your mama. Now, okay, so who that's your cousin, so he right next little boy. He right next little boy. He was right next son. Huh? Because on that video over on the Variety channel, one visit, this special visit, after all them years that he has been in a facility, they went to see him on one hand, probably. Now for the platform, for the channel, we only seen where she went to visit him in that facility one time. Y'all know Breasty gonna be up on it. I say, what? Call me the street lawyer. That's right, I'm gonna be up on it. See, this is why 50 Cent, this is why he be going so hard on old boy. This is why he be going so hard, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's not about being obsessed with somebody. It's just about, they deflect for one, and then they want people to see their point of view. It's a lot of people that's like that, okay? I just happen to be one of them. I just happen to be one of them. She goes so hard. No. She goes so hard to scam, to steal, to lie. Okay, she goes so hard. Well, now I'm finna go harder. And then make it so bad, y'all. Make it so bad. Y'all keep up with me, because y'all know when I get to talking, honey, what? I'm just saying. Do y'all know that she literally mass report. That's a violation. You can't do that on YouTube. See, this is the difference between me and her. I didn't run and make like tattling. I didn't run to the principal's office. Nah, I didn't do that. Because what's for me is for me, boo. The people that has the personality, that don't mind speaking their mind or whatever, they going to gravitate to another chick or another dude that's like that, because real recognize real, okay? Only the people that gravitate to you, they just like you. They are scammers, they thieves, they probably they've been through all of the childhood trauma. They do the things that she do, and to them, it's okay. It's like you living your best life. You know how she say, I live my best life down in Florida, and I have to come through, and I be like, what? Best life where? Ain't no fucking way, and you was down there walking the streets of Florida begging, girl. Come on now. I'm just saying. So, anyway, y'all, like I was saying, before we get into this commentary, right? Okay? I gotta say this. This is all about my observations. Y'all hear that? Let me say it again. This commentary is going to be all about my and y'all's observations. What the people see, what the people have heard. Yeah. It's every time I come live, that's what it is. I just don't be saying it, but y'all already know. Y'all already know, okay? If anything that I talk about is about what I have seen, what her put up, her upload. That's why I was vindicated. See, they so stupid. They didn't do none of their research. You know, all they, I did too. You out of here. Oh, that's why I struck her. Yeah, I had Tater over there. Tater was over there looking like Biz Marquis' sister. She had a gas face. Girl, pick that big, dry bottom lip up, okay, and carry on. And carry on, girl. Because what's for the brass, boo, you can't stop it. What my God got for me and what your God got for you, what everybody got for them, nobody else cannot stop that. Can't stop that, period. Point blank. Anyway, y'all, this is what I was talking about. My observations, right? Y'all's observations, what we see. Because when somebody presents something and they, this is my blessing. Honey, girl, child, honey, yeah, girl, yeah, God, you're like that girl. She got her blessing yesterday. I said, I wonder what that was she picked up. And I'm sitting right here. And y'all was live, walking up to the car talking to me. That could have been my blessing. But obviously it was for her. I said, I hope it wasn't a Hundun, old Benji. If it was, girl. Hey, Miss Sharina, girl. Honey, Miss Sharina, girl, you know, on your girl, I almost wrecked. I said, Miss Sharon letting her have it in her own way. See, y'all, that's what I'm talking about. That's the prime example of what I'm talking about. When I'm telling y'all about them false strikes, right? When my commentary style is my commentary style. It's like nobody else is in this sector that's doing this doggone tater tot MA or flaky foot or bitty big, whatever people want to call them. Everybody got their own commentary style, right? Miss Sharon, she doggone be letting her have it in her own way. You're not finna hear Miss Sharon over there cussing the storm up, cussing no doggone tornado up. But she always hits the nail on the head. Did I say that right? Hit the nail? Yeah, hit the nail on the damn head. She always hit the nail on the head. Child, honey, I was on the highway, y'all, and I had Miss Sharina. She was doggone letting her have it. Telling her that she was gonna reap what she stole. I said, let her know. I said, let her know, sis, let her know. She sure did, y'all. I got to share that video out with y'all too. I'm gonna put that on. I meant to do it last night, but
let me fast forward this, y'all.
That they were saved. We talked about that. We talked about all of the reasons what's leading me to the conclusions that I am making now. All because her spirit was off, her energy was off. This is her words exactly, y'all. Kim, I hesitate saying some names also because I don't want to mispronounce the names. Girl, I know. I'm gonna tell y'all, this was the very first indicator for me. The day she literally walked out. The day she walked out. I'm talking about it was at the beginning, a couple minutes, about 3 or 4, 5 minutes had went by, and she walked out, and she was, y'all know, the day she debuted, the little match. And she walked out, and she started laughing. I was like, what? Huh? And so that her spirit, it was off. It was just off. And then the way she was sitting there, right, she wasn't in the squeakinator, because they hadn't went back. She announced it that day. She was like, "Yes, I still got to go back over there." Well, why you lying? Why you not? Why you not? First of all, man, it's been so much stuff going on, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Hold on. You know, and then I had when I was live, and I was like, you came from all the dead people and the rat, old stinking nasty smell in there, and then you got the gnats flying around. You know, went from sitting in the doggone tent to then Branson came through and said something about it, and then we didn't see the tent no more. I said, oh, okay, well the gnats must be gone.
Where that
Next
tent at?
thing you know, damn. Ouija done sent some plug-in things. But then I came back, like I said, well, shit, them must didn't work. Because, hell, I keep doggone catching pictures. Why you got that red cup on that table with a top on it? Yeah, Tate, I know you up in here, girl. I know you listen. You know how you do. But anyway, y'all. So, like I was saying, my commentary style, it's not like Miss Sharon's commentary style. Miss Sharon commentary style ain't like such and such or such and such or such and such. And I do. I watch Miss Sharon's videos. I listen to everything that she be saying because she be on point. And plus she's older. You know, her commentary style is not too roast and not sit up and doggone pick at the woman. No, we can all see that. We don't have to pick. Nobody don't have to roast. We can all see that. That's why Natural Chat ain't here no more. I tried to keep it real with Natural Chat and told her you doing it all wrong, boo. Well, you consumed with taking me down. Your jealousy and your envy, okay, what you would call success, baby. That interview was aimed at Tatum. That's what it was. When Tatum called me that the B word, when Tatum called me a B word and I offered her prayer and she said she didn't want no whole praying for her. Oh, bitch, you ain't gonna get nothing but a picture. I had to show her. What? I'm gonna get more than a picture because now I'm gonna slide up in your man's inbox. Now I'm gonna slide up in your man's mailbox. So I had to show her what time it was. I had to show her what time the brass gets.
I meant to say how.
It does not matter, but like I told y'all, by the grace of God, I still been getting my direct deposit. Come on now, when you cannot stop what's for me. She thought that they could stop me and silence me from talking by putting in them strikes.
Yeah.
And boom.
Yeah.
God dropped it on me what to do, and I'm right back out there. And I ain't never, ever, ever stopped getting paid.
Facts.
She couldn't stop it. Yeah, nobody's picking on her. Just letting her know that some of us can spot them lies and she mad. She can't fool. Not everybody. But like I said in the beginning of this live, some people she can fool. But the only reason she can fool them is because they just like her. It's because they just like her. And they didn't have nobody to talk to them. They don't have nobody in their corner, in their life, you know, to tell them, you know, going forward. It's not the story, okay? It's the ending of the story, boo. It's how you put your stamp on it. The ending. It ain't what you went through, boo. It's how you end up. That's why I told her, girl, you want to go out being known as, oh, well, you know, honey, she was a prostitute. Yeah, that's on her record. And girl, you know she used to smoke crack. Yeah, honey. Girl, her mama set up, honey, and made a couple of videos where her mama was talking about it. Girl, honey, yeah. Child, they done laughed her from the rooter to the tutor. Child, yeah. So I'm just saying. So, boom. I had to let her know, you want to go out like that? Or do you want to go out as, yep, she didn't have it together at first, but in the ending, you know, right before she left, she was getting her shit together. She was getting it together. You want to go out like that? I mean, put it on the scale, boo. You know what I'm saying? I mean, period. Yes, that whole part, Miss Sharon said, they just like a ride. You know, and that's why they tried, man, they were so happy, y'all. When I tell y'all, they thought I was gone bored with honey. When I came back out here, for anybody that don't know, boy, I'm just done. I'm done. Oh, yeah, I ain't saying nothing else. I know the fuck you ain't. But you didn't have the energy when you came over there on my backup channel and left them two comments. Yeah, you didn't have that big energy when you was sitting up on your backup channel. That wide strucker bragging about me being struck.
Yes.
You didn't know that while y'all was at that checkers table, I was over there at the chess table with my hater blockers on. See, the real hater is you. The real envious person is you. The real jealous person is you. You's a snake in the grass, and that's why the real MA, Miss Sharon. Okay, stop calling her MA. Okay. All right, because the real MA be mad if she got hold to that.
For she made a song. For she make a song about you doggone calling her and MA. No, ma'am. No. So y'all keep listening. Y'all keep listening.
That's why she say keep your grass cut low, so you can see them snakes when they come slithering around your camp. That's right. That's right. That's why. Some people have came in my doggone arm. I be live, came in my chest. Ooh, I can't stand it. Oh, Brad, they use the H word. Can't stand the HAT. That one. And I have to tell them, y'all, nah, don't use that harsh of a word. You know what I'm saying? I have to talk to them like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't apologize, remove the comment. Nah, we're not here to bash nobody. We're not here to talk nobody down. But what we is here, especially over here in the zone, oh, yeah, I'm going to highlight it. Yeah, I'm going to take that same flashlight that you got, girl, and I'm going to turn it around. And I'm going to show everybody how you trying to deflect because you telling lies. I'm going to show everybody how you said, y'all see I've been doggone talking about Carl for 2 months now. She has still yet to doggone explain why you took all these people money for that doggone flower arrangement and ain't show these people a doggone obituary. Can somebody please explain that to me, because that makes no sense.
Right.
Can you,
I don't understand it and never will.
Did she or did she not reach over, lean over and say, I got money?
Yes.
In Rex's ear.
Yes.
Somebody yes or no. I'm just saying. I don't make up nothing, and I sure don't forget. It's the same thing she done scammed before. The car insurance down in Florida. She scammed people out of car insurance money down in Florida. Who? And who showed everybody where they were scammed? I did. Yeah. Girl, you can't stop this greatness. I don't care what you do and what you say. Okay, you I don't hear her saying nothing about all the challenges, the big, y'all bees big and this with her. I know you talking to them. You can't be talking to me, baby, because I'm 138 on the head. You can't be talking to me. Okay, I ain't even worried about that. Period, point blank. So, but that just goes to show the hate. The hate. Okay? And
the damn delusion.
We all know she ain't do the work. People started circulating that and saying, oh, she ain't put them strikes in. She let them do the work, but used her name in case it would have backfired and she got in trouble for submitting a false strike. Her name would have been on it. She was saying, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like they entrapped her. She let them befriend her, okay, because they...
And that's another thing. Let me address that right quick. Watch how I address it, though. Y'all bitches keep sending me some bullshit. Y'all... Ooh. Let me just say this. Not on one video can anybody show me where I have called a name and said a certain name about somebody putting in a using, you know what? I don't know how to I don't even know how to address it. But I'm gonna say it like this. Y'all can say what you want. That's some bullshit. Okay? And you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you know who I'm talking to. The whole thing was some bullshit, bitch. How about that? And that's all I'm gonna say. That shit, I'm still ain't gonna call your name. All you doing is reaching. You're nobody to me. All you're doing is damn reaching. That's it. I'm not going to call your name. I'm not gonna give you no kind of clout. That's what you want me to do. I'm not doing it. Okay? Ain't none of what you said. That shit ain't even... Man, honey, it's ignored. How about that? Y'all, let's carry on. Goofies.
Talking junk about me. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. It's all good. Y'all mad. Y'all mad because y'all been out here about 8, 9, 10 damn years and y'all ain't never... I literally came out this mug, kicked the door in. Y'all, we about to talk about, nah, that ain't how it go. Nah, hell no. Not from no... Is this lady black? Say who now? What? Nah, let me tell y'all. She said her stepdaddy was a pimp. Man, let me tell y'all something. And boom, straight like that, and took off running. So they mad that they wasn't able to do it. Period. And that's what I said. As soon as they started with me, because they did. As soon as they started in on me, that's exactly what I said. And that's what people was dang on emailing me, and they were saying too. President, they just mad, girl, honey, because they didn't think of it first. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Period. So anyway, y'all, let me go ahead. Because I ain't going to keep y'all good people for a long, long time. Mm-hmm. So, she said, I'm telling y'all that, with me talking and stuff, I want y'all to know that this commentary that I'm bringing to y'all is from me seeing, from me observing, just from things that I done seen her upload, right? Because y'all do know that when a person say, "Oh, I've been blessed," and they present something
Ain't
that's
been
like
blessed with nothing.
luxurious, you know what I'm saying? It's they blessing, you know what I'm saying, or a big upgrade or some shit like something like that, you know what I'm saying? But then the visuals and the details and all the other people
Body
don't know.
language don't match.
I mean, it's like it's just what people do. It's just what people do. Pure point blank. Perry Mason did the same thing. A good lawyer, they gonna do the same thing too. I mean, come on now. You're not gonna be able to just tell lies and it don't sound right and the visuals
Ain't
y'all
nobody
know what
gonna
I'm saying.
say
It just don't
nothing.
look right. It's gonna make people raise their eyebrows just like what your man just did. Okay, it's gonna make people raise their eyebrows and start asking questions,
Yeah.
and that is literally why I have always, I have to, of course, my eyebrow be raised, like, but instead of me sitting there scratching my head, you know what I'm saying? What's what you want me to do? You want me to pick at your clothes and your slides? Y'all might throw that in there, you know what I'm saying? Because, boom, MA stands for messy, malicious, mean, and whatever. Girl, and whatever else word that starts with the letter M, that's woo, child. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all, but I'm saying, hey, honey, good morning. And, but yeah, so I want y'all to know that today this is not gonna be long, y'all. I'm gonna try not to like draw it out because y'all know. I'm just saying, girl, it's not gonna be long, right? But I want to talk about something. I do. Okay. Now we done talked about when people raising their eyebrows and they asking questions. So today I want to just zone in on something. I want y'all to just think about this. Just think about this. Y'all see the thumbnail? That's the kitchen. That's the kitchen, right? Now y'all remember like some videos back. She said that she was live. Oh, that's them now. Woo, I got it. Woo, they just let me know. That sure was a coincidence. They waited till you was live to call you and to text you and say you got it. Fuck up out of here. That was a lie, y'all. That was a lie. Period. Point blank. Y'all know how I know it was a lie? First of all, a royalty company ain't gonna text you. They're gonna call you. They're gonna call you and let you know. Period. Okay. Then she was like, I want y'all to just take a look at that thumbnail. That thumbnail, it does not match anything else that she was sitting there saying. Because did she say that house was $1,080? Huh?
Boo.
I'm just saying. Okay? So we're going to talk about that, y'all. We're going to talk about how that kitchen looks so unfinished. Yeah.
Ooh.
Hold on, y'all.
Ooh. And the kitchen looks very unfinished. In fact, if you've been blessed with such a big blessing and you got it going on like that, and why is the people not getting a walkthrough? Why is your audience not celebrating the accomplishment that you have done overnight, seemingly overnight? Because I think I did in what you guys are listening to. I think I did talk about how the lights was already on, and yesterday, not even 24 hours, you was just at the squatter pad and it had lights. Now, if the lights was on in your name, wouldn't they be transferred? And it just a lot of things just don't make sense because it wouldn't. No company moves that quick. No company moves that quick. And it's like with her, she's never on hold like we are. She can get through to the mayor. She got them on speed dial. She got Donald Trump on speed dial. She got everybody on speed dial. But the what I be showing y'all is that it's lies. All of it be lies. Now the rest of us normal people, right? Us, people that is not crazy, not living with these delusions, we not hallucinating. All of us got to be on hold. We got to listen to that elevator music. We got to push 1, 9, 8, 7. We got to push all these prompts, but not her. I just don't understand it, right? So I bring y'all the truth. I bring it to y'all, because this is what happens in real life. Okay? Period. I'm showing y'all how nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense. Period.
Okay, so to get the charger together. I ain't want to, have that noise out of y'all ear. But listen, we're going to talk about how that kitchen looks or the kitchen sink. I'm just, I'm just leave it right there. Not the whole kitchen, just the kitchen sink. It look unfinished. Right? We're going to talk about what that usually means in real life. Real life housing situations. Yeah, we're going to talk about what that usually means. And then we're going to spin out just a little bit. And we're going to have just a short, general conversation, an educational conversation about stimulant addiction and why excessive candy and sugar consumption is common with different drugs and addictions. Yeah, y'all heard me exactly right. This is one of them days, honey. I'm in my teacher mode. Oh, yeah. I'm in my teacher mode. I told you I'm going to go hard, okay? I'm going to go hard. Ain't coming back, girl, honey. Watch. And am. And so, y'all, I just want y'all to know that, no, this is I hate. No, this is not a roast. It ain't none of that. What it is, though, it is pattern recognition. Brazzy over here recognizing all the patterns and gonna talk about it. That deflection, that's one. That's a pattern right there. That's one. The fact that she won't answer questions about these rumors that's circulating and going around, and some of them got truth to it, honey. Some of these genuine supporters, they done told me about some of those rumors. So I ain't even know nothing about. Yeah, that I ain't even know anything about. So what I want y'all to know that if you is somebody who pays attention to details like I do, stay with me, girl. Stay with me. Make sure, honey, if you ain't thumbs up the video, girl, thumbs it up. If you are unfamiliar with this channel, go on and subscribe. Y'all thumbs up the live. And please and thank you what she said. Y'all heard the lady. Okay? If you ain't, honey, what? I wonder what the friends on giving, girl. Girl, honey, she be talking about this one lady. Yep, sure do. I be talking about this one lady because guess what? The one lady, she is 53. So and she should really be like a mentor. She's a self-proclaimed YouTube guru.
That's what she
say. YouTube celebrity. So therefore, she needs to be influencing the people that is following her. That's right. That's why I talk about her because boom, I don't see I don't see where you're influencing someone for the good. Period, point blank. So I have to educate the people on what you're trying to tell them. You're trying to influence them, but the wrong way. You're trying to tell them to go left. Brad's over here trying to tell people, y'all come this way. I'm going to show y'all. It's better if you come this way, okay? Because you go down there, your ass gonna thirsty. I'm going to tell you, you're going to starve. You're gonna be thirsty as hell. You go that way. But now, if you come down here, I'm telling you, it's a lake. It's spring water. You come down here, you can quench your thirst. I take it like, I'm just saying, I tell people like that, right? But, y'all, for real. I am Miss Sharon. Miss Sharon, so come on with it, Kim, and stop playing. I'm coming. So look, y'all, I want to talk about something right quick, okay? Because as y'all know, I just want to tell y'all this. There is documented information about Taylor's struggles with stimulants and addiction, okay? Her addiction with cocaine, other people's addiction with cocaine, methamphetamines, and, and those drugs, their relationship with sugar, okay? So let's talk about that, all right? Now, when you have, first what y'all need to know is that a stimulant is going to suppress your appetite. It's going to make you not want to eat. Yes, I know some of honey, she eat all the time. She be eating. Yeah, that is to throw y'all off. That's a pattern of deflection. That is a pattern that y'all should know. Keep that in the back of your head, okay? Y'all remember my old man told y'all that. That's why she eating all the time. That's why she smacked like she smacked. Because older women, it becomes habit for them. When they used to being on cocaine and stuff, it becomes a habit. I'm just saying, y'all. Okay, some of y'all wasn't there, some of you was, but y'all know I was alive when you let y'all know that, okay? Boom. So anyway, y'all, keep that in the back of your mind. That stimulants, they suppress your appetite, a person's appetite.
the body will look for the fastest replacement. Y'all know what the fastest replacement it is usually? It's something sweet. It's like their body start craving something sweet. And start craving something sweet. Okay? This is another story time. Like I'm telling y'all, in this game of life, baby, y'all see what I'm talking about? I can literally, tell y'all about an experience. Not with me, about an experience. Okay? With this right here, we talking about sugar. But at the time, went completely over my head. Didn't even know about it. And I had to literally go to school to learn about this. I'm telling y'all. So, sugar especially, okay? You know, like candy, suckers, that penny candy she be showing. Ooh, honey, that penny candy she be showing y'all. I'm trying to tell you. I am trying to tell y'all, okay? It's like people, okay? When you see people that's like in recovery or they're going through an active addiction, you know, they're gonna be all twisted up messing with that one. You feel me? All twisted up, sliding on the elbow, stomachs, girl, all that. I'm trying to tell you because that's them now. That's them. They're just like them. That's them. Okay. Most people, honey, they here to see the doggone train wreck. Okay. Period. Point blank. I'm just saying. But y'all, when you see people that's like in an active addiction and stuff, just say, you know, they messing with, you know, cocaine, methamphetamines, all that stuff. When they're going through that, okay, their body, when they don't have it, when they can't get that hit and stuff, their body start craving that dopamine. When that dopamine, if they get it from the sugar, they get it from something sweet, it gives them a euphoric feeling. Y'all check my wall. Check my community wall out. Okay, so there's information. I just posted up 2 posts this morning. It's information on it. Y'all, she just did a doggone video showing some penny candy and tried to make like, I can't eat it all. Girl, you eating that penny candy. Come on. Tell the time. You know I know why you eating that penny candy. Okay? That's why I'm sitting here trying to tell. I'm trying my best. I'm teaching the people about it. Girl, you know I know what's up with that penny candy. She was saying, man, y'all, she was doggone coming down off of high. Y'all ain't paying attention to her eyes. Y'all ain't paying attention to how her words be slurring. Y'all not paying attention to how she always wiping her nose. Huh? Come on now, don't nobody doggone wipe their nose that much and your nose always running. Y'all know y'all just ain't hearing. Y'all just ain't hearing that. Y'all not hearing her sniff a lot. You're not hearing that because she knows that she is recording. She knows that she's on live. Miss Sharon said, I've heard they need sugar when they low on their products. And it's the same thing is what I'm saying. The same thing because their body, either if they low on it or don't have it, they need their sugar. It will increase, you know, it'll give them that euphoric high feeling. Because I'm telling y'all, all you can look it up. WebMD. That's a great resource to look it up on. Web, WEBMD. Look it up. It'll tell you. Great resource right there, right? So boom. Y'all see her. Mama cake. Some candy. Some suckers. Some jello. All kind of stuff. And Lord, look, honey, only God knows what she do off camera. This ain't random, y'all. It's chemistry. That's what we talking about. Chemistry. We're having a class over here. Okay. Come on, Taylor. Come on, your dance set. We got your dance set, girl. Okay, President, put out the whole yardstick. Yeah. I'm just saying, honey, plug this doggone, what they used to call it, the projector. Plug this up. I'm just saying, right? Y'all, because guess what? When people start noticing certain patterns, unfinished living spaces, you got all these erratic routines, you eating all this candy and having extreme sugar consumption, you're telling all these big bold lies, all the lies got holes in them like Swiss cheese, then the big delusion, oh, you know, that's in my hair. What, girl? Wait a minute, you said it. Hold up, y'all. I gotta pause it for just a second.
And I'm gonna pause it right there. If anybody did not check out the video, the video is up and it is there for you guys' enjoyment. Go and check that out and make sure that you subscribe to this channel if you are not familiar with the friend zone. Hype up any videos that you have not seen. Everything is over there. The community wall is open. The description box, it holds all of my links for you guys to follow me on different platforms.
and all of that stuff. I'm going to end this right here, but I want all of y'all to take away this message. Now, I know we started off talking about Tyrone Davis. We started out talking about that, and we talked about the real life issues of online versus real life and the red flags that people try to keep concealed because of, them wanting to um, show viewers, show their audience. They want to be influencers so bad. Okay, we talked about that. So, guys, if you guys want to do a big one, do me a big one. Y'all been following the friend zone, okay? And you like to hear real commentary, okay? Y'all follow me, subscribe to this channel, like, comment on the things that we done talked about so far. Make sure that y'all keep up with me on different platforms, like I stated before. Um, Stay tuned, okay? Stay tuned, because y'all know I will be back. But like I said, I want to thank each and every last one of y'all for tapping into this video, this live stream. And y'all know I will be back. It's your girl Kim, aka Deep Brazilian Beauty, and I'm out for now. I love y'all. Happy Saturday. Y'all enjoy. Be safe out there. I'll talk to y'all later.